So one-on-one. Yes, good morning. Good morning. It is me, Shanewz. Man, I'm live at the desk. It's early, That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Got all the that on me. Yes, top of the morning, man. I don't really get no sleep the day before the fight. It's just me. I'm not there, but it's like I'm there. This is what, if you know, you know. I'm doing content. Um, if I was there, I would have been putting out a lot of pictures because I would have shot the weigh-in. I would have got all my frames. I've been getting frames and stuff out. So I don't really, I'm used to not sleeping, but I did put out a lot of content. I will be putting out content throughout the day today. Support that. It's free, right? We don't ask for a fee for the content, right? We just ask for the support it. Sharing is caring. That on me, baby. That on me, baby. Got all the Zana on me. But yeah, man, how's everybody doing, man? I told you I was gonna start shaking it up. That's what I did yesterday. I shook it up, man. I went over there. I seen jealous fan zone guys, but they was, I seen them. I went in the chat because this is what I do now, right? And look, jealous fan zone niggas, they be quick to try to delete your comment. That's what they do, man. You sit online discussing, gossiping, and I hit you with some receipts, man. That's all I did. I hit you with receipts, man. You speak on fighters and teams and situations that you don't know nothing about. You know absolutely nothing about. Then you attempt to disrespect people who actually have the information, are part of the team, or part of the process, right? You try to disrespect them, right? So what I did yesterday, I popped in up on one of these guys and I dropped some receipts, right? You've been doing live streams with boxing for some time now. And when it pertains to my fighter, Jahi Tucker, yes, that is my fighter, my family, you always on here with inaccurate information, whether it's about Joe Dini, whether it's about things that we do as a team, you always give out inaccurate information all the time. It's like yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pop up on you. And that's what I did. I popped up on you. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. And just by me popping out, right? I popped up on you and you could not handle the sauce. You couldn't handle it. You could not handle it. You could not handle it, right? So that was an early morning text. See, my phone be lighting up, man. But get your bets in. I'm gonna give you one of my parlays. One of my parlays I did, right? I did a couple. But one of my parlays, well, no, I'm not giving it away. Fuck that. Game is to be sold in October. But I did a couple parlays, all stoppages. That's what I think is going down today. Got all this out on me. Got all this out on me. But that video, shout out to Prince Willie. That video was fire, right? I threw that right in the chat. I seen these no jealous fan zone niggas talking. I was like, man, shut up. You niggas just sit over here. Jealous fans, bunch of niggas with no emotion, meaningless conversations. Oh man, you talking about Jahi Tucker? You don't even support Jahi, man. You've been on the internet. You're so exposed now. You've been on the internet hating on Jahi. Well, you really hate on me, which that's why you don't get. When you hate on me or you try to downplay me, you're downplaying Jahi. So yesterday, I just really had to just go over there and shake shit up. You know, you want to be a part of things, but you can't be a part of nothing because you don't know how to support nothing, right? The same way you put out content and do live streams and sit around, right? That's how you try to downplay what I do, right? Now you even try to copy what I do, right? I stay making you bump your head, right? Now you're trying to use Opus clips, but you're not even using it because you're not paying, right? You always look for shortcuts. See that's what people with no work ethic, lazy do, right? Instead of investing your money, right? Because you want to be a video editor, you do want to do all these things, but you're not doing nothing. You don't invest nothing. Told you that a long time ago. So I've been told you that a long time ago. So yesterday when I popped up on your chat, you and the rest of those suckers over there, yeah, you hang around suckers, right? You hang around a sucker, you that shit like what the Gumbos say yesterday. Hold on, let me pull up Gumbos. Let me pull up Gumbos, John. I don't want to misquote the good brother. He was spot on with that, right? He was spot on, spot on. Get that right. Love to give my people they felt. Yes, King Solomon says that in wisdom you become like the people you keep around you. So if you are constantly around a sucker, a jealous fan, that's what you're gonna become. That's what you're gonna become, and you can't hide no more, man. But yes, that video was fire. Shout out to Jihad. Dropped it the eve of the fight. I was telling somebody there was a lot of clips in there. I would have been putting out that content all, but he's his own man, right? I would have been dropping all of that shit throughout the whole fight week, the whole camp. He got the content. Just drop it. This is what you need to drink more of right here. This is water. Sparkling water, man. Put this in your system, man. Maybe your brain will function a lot better, man. But yeah, I got the John Morant video. John Morant, remember he got fined 75 racks. 75 racks. He could have bailed Yellow Beezy out with that. Remember, that's what Yellow Beezy's bond was, 75 racks. He got fined 75 racks because he did the gun gesture for the three-pointer. And they just told him not to do that. He did it anyway. But he had a game winner last night. I dropped a little content on that, man. Are y'all paying attention? For those that always talk about my content, you see the new videos out. And thank you for supporting my daughter. Coach Reen, her videos do very well. Shout out to her, man. I just manage her. That's why I'm a dadager. But her videos are doing very well. So that's how I know, right? That they attempt to try to shadow ban me. Because when I put my daughter stuff out, man, thousands of views, man. And what's the difference? The difference is that it's her, but I'm the one putting the videos together. See, so that lets me know, right? It's not the quality of the work. It's who's presenting the work or who you think is the star of the video. Because her videos go through the roof. Just like that other video, through the roof, right? But I've been learning that about this game. The more you're in the shadows with something, because that's why I said I start the No Jealous Fan Zone. And then the second, I'm going to put my receipts out to show how a lot of you guys are jealous fans. You like the work of mine, but when you know it's mine, Jealous Fan Zone kicks in on you. And you want to act like you don't watch or, acknowledge it. But I'm going to play a lot of the receipts of my work that you guys be leaving comments on, you be drooling over, and I'd be like, damn, I wonder if they know that's mine. If they know it was mine, would they still like it? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But Jihad is up tonight. Troy Williamson, 20-3, man. This guy is 20-3. You guys sit online and discuss boxing. Don't discuss that though. The fact that he's fighting a guy that is 20-3. Right? 23 fights. This guy has. Never been down. But we plan on stopping him tonight. Making another statement. And then I know you guys are going to be upset because then I am going to come online and I am going to talk hella shit. I'm going to throw it in all of your faces, especially you guys that come online and you talk about fighters who don't put in no work, who aren't fighting anybody, but you know boxing. You sit online and you'll be like, oh, this guy's this. No, who has he fought? Right? You get online, you talk about these guys that haven't fought nobody. And then a fighter like a Jihad. And thank you, WCS, Scotty White, for reposting my tweet. I tweeted something yesterday. And I said, damn, you know, Jake Donovan said it first a while back because he probably seen the sword. And I said, yeah, this guy has been aggressively matched from out the gate. But yeah, he never gets, he always gets put underneath the microscope. Oh, he does this wrong. He crosses his feet. The only person that ever really gave Jihad his flowers was my cousin. Hall of Famer, world champion, one of the best trainers, Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt is a real boxing guy. There's so many boxing guys that are haters, man. And I get it because boxing is a poor man's sport. A lot of guys be in the game forever. And they never come across an elite fighter. They never make it to the bright lights. And they feel some type of way. I get it. Man. But then the guys that make it, if you make it and you're a hater, man, you're the worst to me, man. You're a fucking gatekeeper. You're a dry hater. It's disgusting. There's too many of those in boxing, man. There's too many. That is why Turkey Al-Sheikh came in and fucked the game up, man. Because there's so many dry haters. There's just so many dry haters, right? Now they're forced to work together, right? They got to work together. So, you know, maybe we'll see some matchups, you know? It is what it is, man. But the fights is on tonight. There's a lot of fights on, man. If you have DAZN, I think DAZN has their card. They have a couple cards. A Pro Box card in Philadelphia at the 2300 Arena. You also have the top ranked 2 cards. Janabek is fighting, right? Now, look, let me tell y'all this, right? Why couldn't Jihad have fought Janabek? Who's Janabek fighting? He's fighting a guy, right? This is why I watch. I be like, damn, dudes sit online, they talk boxing. And it's cool when they do it, right? This guy that Janabek is fighting, who is he? Who is he? Does he deserve a title shot? Right? Troy Isaac could have fought Janabek, right? Why didn't you let Troy Isaac fight him? Jihad, anybody else? This guy. Like I said, boxing, it's all about relationships, man. I'm slowly but surely learning that, man. It's not even about skills no more, right? Well, you could probably be one of the best fighters in the world. If you're blackballed or people don't like you, you're not going to get opportunity. It's just like, you know, I got the Nick joint on. It's just like the NBA. You could be one of the best players on the team. If the coaches don't like, because let me tell you something about the NBA, right? All 13 of those guys or 12 guys, however many is on the roster, can play. It's about getting the opportunity to get in the game, right? They could all play. That's why they're in the league. If you're one of the few, the proud, the many, the 400 or something, I think it is in the NBA or whatever, you could actually ball. You could ball, but it's all about getting the opportunity. Remember, we learned that with Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin was an unknown, right? Made a lot of money too. But he was an unknown. He got in there and they was like, damn, this guy could play. Now, he wasn't elite, but he could play. That's the difference between the elite players and just the regular player. See, an elite player because every player in the NBA, especially the elites, Carmelo Anthony's, LeBron's, the Iversons, the damn, I'm drawing a blank. Steph Curry's, the guys now, right? The youngins now, the John Morants, all these guys that I just named right there, they're elite. The scouting report, their tendencies, their favorite things to do. This is what makes them elite. Even though you know all these things in the scouting report, and I'm going to go back to Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, right? You know their tendencies, right? But you can't stop it. That's when you know you're an elite player. The scouting report tells you don't go for the head fake. He loves to do the bat in and out. You know all of this, but you can't stop it. See, that's what happened with Jeremy Lin. He was unknown, but he was in the league. He came once he went on his run, and now they had a scouting report on him. They started locking him down, right? And then he kind of faded out, but he was still a good player. He just wasn't elite. See, when you're elite, and I think I'm an elite content maker, that's why these guys that do the views, they can't stand me because they're not elite. They're just content creatures, right? See, one thing about being elite at anything that you do, no matter what obstacles put in front of you, you are still going to do what you do. So a lot of these guys, like I said, they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. Definitely outside, they don't, man. I can't wait to go to a function with all of these guys. So I could just have them on the sideline like the guy that called me weird, and they watch me perform. That's what they do. All these guys, right? When it's time and we cover cards together, they be in the room watching. Cause they don't even know how to work. They'll watch you work, right? They'll watch you work. I remember when I ran down on Mark Kriegel, right? Mark Kriegel was in the room. I got that fire interview with him. He was just walking past people. Guys were looking. I walked right up to Mark because I know Mark. He knows my uncle. I chopped it up with him. Did an interview with him. He had his bodyguard and everything with him, right? Did the interview with me. I watched all the guys in the room watch me get the interview, right? That's what these dudes do. Just like what I did with Christina. They watched me interview her. Timothy Bradley thought I was going to run down on him. That's why he was so boisterous in the back. I was like, nah, I would talk to Christina. Christina's my girl. I don't want to talk to you. You talk bad about my nephew. I don't want to talk to you. I want to interview Christina. But he was right there. He thought I was going to ask him for an interview. He did an interview with one of the fight hype guys. I interviewed Christina. But this is what these guys do. These guys will watch you work and then try to emulate your moves. Like, no, make your own moves, man. Make your own moves, man. I'll get in the room and then turn up, man. I turn up. That's why I don't really kick it with a lot of you guys. You guys don't turn up, man. You sit online, you get drunk, high, then you get drunk and high, and then you want to get angry. Because that's when reality sets in, right? When you sit around drinking and you're not doing nothing, you're not going nowhere, and you're just drunk, right? Now you're just drunk, right? You've been in the same place for hours. You ain't accomplished nothing. A lot of you guys, your channels aren't monetized, so you're not making no money, right? You're not making no money. You're just sitting around, literally sitting around, right? There's some of you guys that are doing this. You have families and children, and they're watching you, right? They're literally taking notes like, damn. Now reality setting in, right? Because in their mind, right, and everybody that's around, they're like, yo, this nigga been in that room for 3 hours. He's been in that room for 3 hours discussing things that he doesn't even do, right? He doesn't even do. Like, real talk. They be like, you don't even go to fights. You don't even go to fights. When's the last time you've been to a boxing gym? But you on here discussing boxing, day after day. You put more effort into setting up a boxing gathering online than you're sitting around. Man, you are the total, like I said, man, jealous fan zone. That's some jealous fan shit, man. If you never been to no fights, but yet you can organize guys or attempt to organize an online gathering and do opinionated. Oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Why don't you put that same effort into organizing going to a fight? I got but I'm not covering it. I just got the application for media for the what's the name fight in Times Square to cover it. I don't. I'm leaning away from doing all of those things, man, because they don't pay you. There's enough pro bono um, content creators or media guys that would love the opportunity. I don't do that no more. I get paid, man. If I'm not getting paid to cover an event, I don't want to cover it no more. All right? Because when you look at the boxing, this is what I'm speaking on now. Boxing. These guys, if when you cover events, right? You go, you cover an event, whether it's a press conference, a weigh-in, or the actual fight, right? And you go, you get content, whether interviews, photography work, footages and shit like that. Then you put it out, right? Most of the YouTubers that sit around and discuss boxing, they don't even respect it because they don't do nothing. And the thing is, when you don't do nothing, you're not gonna respect nothing, right? What YouTubers do, and most of these guys that sit around putting out content, is they make P files. Look at the top guys that quote unquote you say do views. All they really do is P file. They're not even in the field. When they do get attempt to play in the field, they don't know what to do because they don't do nothing. They sit around, they buy views, they set up their live streams. They want to be bigger than the program. But when it's time to go and do something for the program, they don't know what to do. That's why I said if I'm not getting paid to go cover events, I don't even cover them no more because I have enough content. Right? And I've been putting out content. And like I said, the content that is received on the YouTube boxing is not content that when you go out and get it and you put it out or you do an interview. That is the content that this YouTube community rejects because it's filled with jealous fan zone. If you go and do an interview with an Earl Spence, or Keith Thurman, guys that these guys sit around and talk about, debate about, they feel some type of way about you actually having a conversation with somebody. Now, what they do is they use guys like Cigar Talk, who called me a weirdo, but dog, you're an industry punk. You are an industry punk, right? They use guys like you, right? Because you have a lot of industry connections and friendships. So you will get the interviews, you will get all this access, and now they are comfortable with somebody like you. But somebody like me, who you called weird, who's actually out here doing it out the mud, they will be jealous of because they look at like, yo, I could do what he does. He's nobody. No, you're nobody, just like the rest of these nobodies. That somebody just looked out for you. Yeah, talk about that. Chubby, how you doing, man? Hopefully all is well with you, man. He said most YouTubers in the boxing community got feelings hurt after that ass whooping Bud gave Spence. Yeah, they're in their feelings right now. I'm going to get to EJ. Matter of fact, let me pull EJ up real quick. EJ jumped out on Twitter. He finally tweeted something. EJ's in some shit, man. Not boxing either. He is in some shit there, brother. And it's unfortunate for the guy. You know, he's a good guy, man. But you know, he chose the wrong path, man. And all of those decisions, the relationships, is biting him in his ass right now. It's biting him in his ass. Um, Let's pull him up. He tweeted something. He finally unblocked me. This guy had me blocked for years. You see, I don't even think I follow him. Right? Look, no. Do I follow him on Twitter? Nah, I don't think I follow him. That's why I can't see his shit. See, Earl has you blocked. But see, he unblocked me. Right? Look, now he unblocked me. But look what he said, right? Too many people running with shit. Um, and this is in response to, I'm gonna pull it up, right? I'm not blocking him once I can pull it up. All right. He tweeted this yesterday. Because remember he's in the well, it's not even news. That's what I was telling. I was telling Keemon this shit. I'm like, bro, if he would have been arrested, I've been speaking on that. It's gonna. I don't think he's gonna get charged, Chubby. I'm gonna tell you why. He already made his deal. They already came to him, but we're not gonna know that. But it'll eventually come out. They already came to him, man. If his best friend, the dude Yellow Beezy, right? He was with him. They was together. They know all of this shit already. They already came up to him already, man. They already came up to him. He made his deal. He made his deal. But you make a valid point. But he put out that tweet right there because remember they were saying, oh, he got locked up at the airport. Like it was like, yo, bro, if he would have been arrested, right? That shit would have been headline news, man. That's why certain shit I don't even report on or even what's the name. That shit is mess. Boxing is goofballed out. But these dudes, oh, Earl sets the record straight. He didn't set nothing straight. Earl Spence right now was shook. But like I said, he probably already made his deal. Cause they already came up to him like, yo, listen, your boy, we got your boy. We got your lover. We got your homie lover friend. Now, do you want to go down with him? Or what? What do you know? And they was EJ looked at his daughters, right? Your reality said it, right? That's why he's been out here tweeting. Let me see if that tweet is still up there. If I can find that one. Hold on. Can I find that one? Remember, look, they already came up to him, right? They came up to him, right? Look, I'm gonna show you when they came up to EJ, right? That was around his birthday, right? Look, damn. See, I don't really follow this guy like that. Yeah, he put out whenever he said he shouldn't drink. Where's that at, man? Let me see if it's still up here, man. See, I don't really follow this dude, man. He said some shit about not drinking. Whenever he put that tweet out there that he should have never drunk, that's when they talked to him. They already told him like, yo, in a couple months, yeah, we're gonna be cracking down. Yeah, we already know your boy, this, that, and the third. Because look, they had all that information about the money, right? They had all that information. So they already told him, like, yo, bro, he's connected. He's high up the food chain. So they came to him already, like, yo, do you want to tell us now your involvement? Right? Yeah. Do you want to tell us now your involvement? Right? That's why he said, oh man, I was drunk. I shouldn't have been drinking. I ain't know. Right? I ain't know. I shouldn't have been drinking. Right? What was your involvement though, man? Right? Because remember they said Mo 3 was chasing him, right? Even Mace wanted to know that. Was Mo 3 chasing you? Right? Y'all remember that? Was Mo 3 chasing you? Oh, 3 in the building. Hit the like button, man. Hopefully the lights is up, man. Run the lights up. But yeah, Chubb, you are spot on, man. He said, don't be surprised if Earl Spence is charged. Yeah, Earl will get around that. Earl got a little bit of money. It's like this. Do they want to take Earl down? they want to take Earl down, it can get real tricky. But I don't think they'll do that to him. He's the good guy, right? They're gonna take everybody else around him down, like Yella, Trap, the shooters. You know, he's his only thing with him. Like I said, his legacy and name now, his shit is tainted, man. Like his movie, they need to sell the movie right now. His movie would be a good movie because now it got all this nasty work in it, but it's still a good movie. Like this guy he had the world, right? He did. He had the world. Promising Olympian. Remember the story, the backstory that they tried to build off him. He came from a good family, you know, and all this. But then the dark side is what the movie's really going to consist of. All the shit that he was into outside the ring, the drugs, the alcohol, the trying to hang with street guys, getting in the street beefs and shit. You know, this movie's a good movie, man. But that's what they got to highlight. Remember, they was trying to make his movies fake. Yeah, listen, when you do a lot of dirt and wicked shit, you can't have a fake movie. Remember, his movie was going to be, and look, this was going to be his movie. I know this, right? But Terrence Crawford fucked it up. He really fucked it up himself. But his movie was going to be The Accident, and it was going to be like, oh, he came back from the accident, and he became undisputed champion, right? He became undisputed champion. Danny Garcia starred in the movie in Ugas. Terrence Crawford said, nah, fuck that. Right? Terrence was the black, aggressive Omaha nigga, right? Bud was the black, aggressive Omaha nigga. He didn't accept his role in the movie. Bud had his own movie at heart, man. And Bud fucked the movie up, man. You heard? But that's how the movie was supposed to play out. He was supposed to come back, and after the horrific injury, the car crash and all that, with no broken bones. Cause see how they set it up, right? Look, they did him dirty, right? Remember when it first happened? He had no broken bones and all these things. Like what? He didn't break no bones, right? But that was the original narrative that they ran with. And he was gonna come back like, listen, when he fought Danny Garcia probably could have beat him, man. Ugas definitely had him beat. And they told Ugas, what the fuck are you doing? And then he just fought like this. But then he got in there with Terrence Crawford, and Terrence just beat the living shit out of him, man. Terrence beat that nigga so bad. Remember that video? I wish I was on my job how I am now, right? I gotta find that video. If somebody has that video, remember the guy? It was like a guy. He was like he wasn't on the floor, but he was right there when you exit out the arena or go back into the locker room area. And he was like, good fight, Earl, good fight, right? And EJ Jello Beezy's jaw draped on him like this, and he's walking, right? And the dude goes, damn, he got fucked up. Somebody needs to find that video and send that to me. Yes, if you had that video, please, anybody, DM it to me. Where the dude was like, damn, he was like, good fight, Earl, good fight. Earl walked by him, that nigga looked at the camera, he was like, damn, he got fucked up. I need that video. I will put something out on that right now. Right now. He said, I knew he would never fight for Honduras. That was just for show to get his name back out. He ain't fighting nobody, man. Listen, the fight that he might have is going to be a legal fight in a second, man. Is he still fighting Derrick James? All his fights is going to be legal, man. Legal. He's going to be having legal fights, man. He ain't fighting no more, man. His career is over, man. You know? Terrence Crawford fucked that movie up, man. You know, Earl was so in character, right? Right? He didn't even. I'm gonna tell you when reality set in, right? When they shook hands. Remember when they had the final the weigh-in the ceremonial weigh-in. And he was like, we're gonna make Big Bang. He was trying right there to like tell Terrence, like, yo, I ain't got it, man. Don't kill me tomorrow, right? He was letting it be known. But all the way up until the fight, when they was in Beverly Hills and in New York, he was just so disrespectful. In Beverly Hills, he was like, you ain't fought nobody. You ain't Top Rank got the best matchmakers. He was just disrespectful, right? Because he was in character. And it was like, yo, dude, Terrence is gonna beat the shit out of you, man. Terrence been wanting to fuck you up before the accident, bro. You know, before the accident, all the drugs and all that, he been wanting to fuck you up, homie. You still in character. You listening to Derek and all these clowns around you like this man ain't a threat. Yeah, they done mapped you out, brother. They know your whole style, your cadence, your wide punches that you throw. They got you mapped out, man. When you was elite, before the injuries and the accident, they had you mapped out, man. Now you're half a shell of what you was. You drink too much. You don't got it like you used to, bro. And then it's just like what you said. A lot of your fights and opponents you had, they were manufactured to your quality. That's why, you know, all the fans leading up to that fight, right? Jealous fan zone niggas especially. They was like, oh, Terrence is too small. Earl is he's the Terminator. He throws all these punches, right? He was trying to do all that shit that he did to the Chris Algieri's. Listen, you know what, the fight that really let people should have knew that Earl was gonna have a problem with Terrence was Sean Porter. Even Cal Brook, but he broke Cal Brook down because he was still strong, right? But he was having problems with Cal Brook, but he willed his way through that. He willed his way through that fight and got it done. Because Cal Brook was a broken man. And that's why I was like, yo, bro, you fought a broken man too, and then you try to front on Bud. Like, bro, he was in character, man. They ruined him, man. They ruined him. He said, I knew in the early rounds when he tried to clinch and bully Bud, and Bud was strong as hell, man. I would play the fight right now. But every time I play the fight and I break it down on film study, they shut my live streams down. Cause see, one thing about me is they know I know what I'm actually talking about, and they know I point out all the flaws, right? Film study. But bro, when Chubby, when he came out in the southpaw stance, the fight was over. When he landed the first power jab. I will play it right now and show you. He landed that first power jab because, you know, Terrence Crawford he can fight both ways, but he's really a right-hander, right? He fights this way in real time, but he fought Earl this way, southpaw. So now his real power hand is his lead hand, right? Yo, he caught Earl with them jabs, that power, we would call a power jab. Right, he hit him. Yo, Earl, the way Earl blinked and reacted on the first round, he was like, damn, he's gonna be in for a long night. And then you add the fact, like I said, his eyes was fucked up. Like, dude, dude was a wreck. He was a wreck, man. Yo, when he got dropped in the second round and Fanon said he slipped. I mean, it was over, man. Yo, every Earl Spence program fanatic, idol worshiper, they was just lost. They was just lost, man. That's why I did not go, man. Because I probably would have ended up having to fight. Because remember, right, when you watch all the footage, right, all the Earl Spence fans, they wanted to get beat up just like him. Because they was just, they couldn't, they was in shock, right? They wanted to fight, but they didn't. Remember a lot of the footage that came out? They was mad at Terrence's family and all that, but they ain't do nothing, right? Remember Yellow Beezy and all that? They was acting like they was going to do something in the casino. Like, you niggas would have got beat up too, man. Because that energy, right? One thing about the universe, right? The universe is valid, right? Y'all was going to try to fight that family or them people because he got beat up, right? So your energy was off. You're not fighting for the right reason, right? Your energy you was on. Yeah, I was mad and upset and wanted to get down, right? But at the end of the day, Earl and Terrence had a contract to fight, right? He didn't get jumped, right? It was a fair fight. He got his ass whooped, right? Y'all was so mad that he got his ass whooped. Now y'all was gonna get your asses whooped, man. That's what would have happened to y'all, man. But luckily nothing happened, right? But man, when I look at that footage, that shit was hilarious. They was all mad. But it was just like, yo, man, what do you expect, man? Dude is foul, man. All the foul shit that guy done over the years, it just caught up to him. Now, that's all in his movie, man. That's all in his movie. And then you're going to add this shit with Yellow Beezy and the Mo 3. It's still a good movie, man. He still can make millions. You should sell it right now. Sell it right now, because to be honest, the Murder for Hire with your homie lover friend and all of that, it's still good, man. I know 50 and I'm going to take it right now. Sell your movie rights to 50. Maybe you can even get a Star series. Right? You can get a series out of this shit, man. Because, to be honest, right, Earl Spence lived the ill double life, man. Because we was always... Well, not me. I knew, man. That's why they tried to blackball me, and they don't like me now as a content creator, media guy, because I always knew the truth, and I stood on that. But see, all of that has to be in the movie, the double life, because see, the internet, especially the YouTube community, they always try to paint this picture of him as this innocent guy. He does no wrongs. He was just innocent. But now, as we see, this guy was into a lot of bullshit, man. He was into a lot of bullshit. He said, out of these two, who do you think is more likely to snitch to the feds, Spence or Bud? Oh, Earl Spence, without a doubt. Earl Spence. Terrence is like that, man. I know Terrence, man. I covered both of those guys. Terrence is different, man. Terrence, and I'm gonna tell you like this, right? The difference between them two is Terrence wouldn't put himself in no dumb shit like that, man. He's protected, right? He's not dumb like that. And Terrence was really in the streets. Remember, he got clapped in the dice game, and he changed his life around. So Terrence is more, whereas, and EJ should know better. EJ has family members that are street guys. So it's like, yo, dog, if you don't need to be in the streets, right? And you have a lane that is prominently open for you, why are you even dibbling and dabbling over there? That was my whole gripe with him. My whole gripe was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why are you even trying to affiliate yourself, your brand, your image, and all this with this? Like but that's why I said, when you don't have the right people around you, and you have niggas around you that's just basically trying to use you, that's what's going to happen. But if you have the right people around you and they're real street niggas, a real street nigga is going to be like, nah, bro, you don't need to be around nothing I'm doing, right? You legit. You legit. Like, I'm not, what I got going on is going to lead to death or jail. You don't need to be around me. But them niggas all down there, they different. They just want to bring that nigga around. And look, that's what happened. He turned into the alcoholic. He was look, before he crashed, right? All these people don't want to talk about this. But before he crashed, the nigga was always driving drunk, leaving the club, driving up the wrong side of the road. The only one that talked about it was Charleston White, where he said he was known as Ned the Wino. All this shit. Yo, listen, you know how much content that I had that I could have been putting out of him like that? But I was like, nah. And they was giving it to me because they knew how they was trying to shit on me. But I was like, I'm going to get mine regardless. I'm good. I don't need to do that. And I had the content. I did it one time, right? I gave it to this ungrateful fuck. He's an ungrateful fuck. And look, it did nothing for you. Still to this day, you want to take credit and be like, yo, bro, you're just like that. But I had the video. I was the first one to get it. When his girl, he was on whatever he was on, and he was like, do it. He was like, right? And they try to say, oh, it was a TikTok challenge. Yo, this is the problem with the internet. Instead of them addressing it then, like, yo, something's wrong with this dude, man. Get him help. They tried to flip it around. Oh no, him and this girl did a TikTok challenge. Like, man, that nigga was high out of his mind. He was Daryl, Dwight, Lawrence, Goodman, Strawberry Taylor. That nigga said, he was like, she propped his head up, right? He was like Weekend at Bernie's. You ever watch Weekend at Bernie's? She propped him up like this, right? And he was so happy. Oh man. Yeah, all that gotta be in the movie, man. I'm telling you, probably get like 4 seasons. How 50 be stretching that workout? Yeah, they could probably do like 4 seasons of your shit on Stars right now. They should sell the movie, man. Yeah, but I think Bud is 10 toes down, man. Bud is different, man. Bud rolls solo dolo, man. Have you ever seen Bud at an event? He don't have an entourage of niggas, man. Earl Spencer have an entourage of goofy niggas around him. He just be having niggas around, like niggas. Yeah, a lot of the niggas that used to be around EJ, you already knew they wasn't like that. They used to just be around him, right? That's what he like Earl. Bud don't move like that, man. Bud don't travel like that, man. That's another sign of weakness. When you got 100 niggas around you, right? It's like, oh man, and you look at the niggas, you like, come on, man. That's not it. You don't need 100 niggas around you, man. If they're not security, it's one thing if you got security around you, but when you got just an entourage of niggas around you, nah. Who you? MC Hammer? Remember, Hammer used to roll with an entourage like that. Look where that guy Hammer, man. Look where that guy Hammer. But yes, Earl made his statement. Too bad he didn't make a statement about, what's going on with his friend. But I see his friend is not rocking his charm right now. He probably told him like, yo, bro. You know what he said to him? This is how he said it. He was like, yo, they said you can't wear my chain no more. Yeah, they said you can't wear my chain. It's not a good look, You can't wear my chain. But prior to that, man, that dude was rocking that shit, boy. Look, nobody's talking about none of that no more, man. They want to talk about everything else now, man. These boxing content creators are the funniest, man. And a lot of these niggas claim to be real nigga. Oh, I'm a real nigga. You a real fake sucker. That's what you is, man. Cause y'all was in denial about this guy for so long. And now you can't hide. You can't lie no more. Listen, Jerry Jones, remember I told you. Jerry Jones looked out for that dude. Look that up, man. But it cost him a lot of money. And it cost him a lot of relationships. Because remember when the Cowboys had like the Hard Knocks? I always talked about this. I was like, yo, he fucked up. He would have been all over the Hard Knocks with the Dallas Cowboys when they had it. But that was around the time when he caught the DWI and that other shit. See, they knew. Look, Jerry and them knew. Jerry's a billionaire. Jerry and them knew a lot of the shit that the dude was into. And that's why they kind of kept him away. Because, Earl had the key. He was up, man. When Jerry Jones embraced him and said, this is my boy. This is my nigga, right? Basically, this is my boy. It was up, man. But maybe that pressure was too much for him, man. It was probably too much for him. Because he was good, man. He had the city. Jerry was backing him. Remember? I was down there for that, man. Jerry Jones bought the whole Star. His whole little world over there, Jerry's Town, Frisco. He rolled it out for EJ. He rolled it out. That's when Yellow Beezy walked him out. He rolled it out for him. But see, EJ was into too much shit that was detrimental for the brand. And one thing about big business, big B's, not Bloods, big B's, brands and businesses, if your image is bad, they consider you a liability. Earl became a liability, but Jerry still liked him. Jerry was still helping him, doing what he had to do. But eventually, he cannot help no more. It's like, yo, bro, that's why I'm trying to tell you. And y'all listen to me. Some of y'all listen to me. That is why he really did not get the Fondura fight. Because the Fondura fight was set. Jerry is into making money. They was going to make a boatload of money. They was going to fight at Cowboy Stadium. But they knew all of this was coming down. And Earl, his name is all in that shit. Jerry Jones said, I don't want no parts of this. I don't want no parts of this. This guy that's rocking his chain and his charm all the time is about to be arrested for murder for hire. I'm good. I'm good. Because they would have had the Fondura fight, man. They would have made a boatload of money. Right? Because Jerry's into making money. How much money did Jerry Jones make off of Earl Spence? Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Ugas. What's the other boy's name that he fought at Frisco? Jerry made a lot of money. Jerry and Jerry's kids and Jerry's grandkids made a lot of money. See, these guys come on here and they talk boxing, but they don't know boxing. They don't talk about that. Why they not talking about that? But this is the Swords experience, man. You know, we break it down over here. We break it down. You know, we just breaking it down a little bit tonight. Tonight is the fights, man. This morning, we just breaking it down. Let me look at something real quick. The bets are in, man. Get your bets in, man. Jennebeck. Oh man. This dude threw wild combinations, right? And knocked the belt down from Jennebeck, man. He had wild nervous energy. That was nervous energy. Hopefully he brings that shit into the ring, man. Cause you're gonna need to throw those punches in the ring, brother. Don't throw them on the stage for the face off. You gotta throw those in the ring, right? It's gonna rain today, man. All right, let's talk a couple parlays real quick, right? I have my album. Well, I'm not at my album, but I'm almost there. So I did a couple parlays. This is one of my parlays, right? I know this one is gonna hit, man. I got Abdullah Mason's fight. They're not letting you bet on a knockout, but I got Abdullah Mason's fight not going the distance. If you know, you know. Abdullah will not go the distance, right? I got Richard Torres. Mahoney, I like to call him. Richard Torres is going to stop dude as well. That's one of my parlays right there. 2 stoppages, right? I also have, if you want to, you can put Jahi Tucker on that. That parlay right there is plus 550, I think, or 505. That's a good parlay. So if you bet $100, you win 500 or something. That's a good parlay. That is one of my parlays, right? But I think Richard Torres is gonna stop this dude. They're moving Richard. Definitely know Abdullah. Abdullah's gonna stop, dude, man. That's why you couldn't even bet the Abdullah knockout, man. I was mad about that, man. I was upset. But this is the 10 round fight for Jihad. I think Jihad is gonna stop, dude. I don't want to give a round out, man. But if you're betting, right, and you look at the round betting, right, um, right, and you go with because they have the alternative. Oh well, they took it down. They had it yesterday. They had the alternative betting, right? Um, like 7-9, right? 7-9. If you take 7-9, right, you're looking at um almost $1,000. If you put $100 on it, and he starts with 9 to 10, $1,000, man. 1,000. That's good money for $100. Now it's all about your wallet. Can you play with 100? If you can't play with 100, put $20 up. It's still good money. But just think, $100 does you hella good, man. Hella good. And then you add Richie Torres, right? Putting this one together for y'all right now. Now, if you think Elvis Rodriguez, right? Elvis Rodriguez is an underdog. So they think Elvis is gonna lose. They think Elvis Rodriguez is gonna lose, man. Now if Elvis loses or wins, he's an underdog. You stand to make some good money. You stand to make some good money, man. But it's all about what you want to bet, how you're comfortable with betting. But I would definitely go with the stoppage with Abdullah's fight not going the distance, and bet the stoppage with Jahi Tucker. Win you some money, man. And if you win some money, just throw me my 10%. Come over here and drop a super chat. Yo, my girl cat, right? Yo, Gumbo, what's going on? My girl cat and the dog cat fight all the time. Yeah, they fight. It's funny. Brownie, Brownie don't really, he don't even really be messing with Sheba like that. It's always Daffy. They always fighting. Like Sheba go in there and chill with Brownie. It's Daffy. I don't know why they got beef. They still got beef. You know what it is? Because I remember, right, when and I always told Sheba this, when Daffy was a puppy, yo, Sheba used to fuck her up. And I was like, yo, when she gets big, she's gonna remember that. And y'all gonna have beef. And they still have it to this day. They still. But yeah, bet Jahi Tucker stoppage. That is like the Jihad and the what's the name? It's only like plus one some change. You gotta put some more on to get it, but Jihad and Abdullah Mason fight not going the distance. That's a 2 parlay right there. Well, you gonna win with that? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Jihad is gonna stop this dude. Jihad is feeling some type of way about everything that's going on behind the scenes. And he's gonna go out there with his demon on his shoulder. He's gonna stop this guy. And then he's gonna surprise you guys with all the stuff that he's gonna say afterwards. Just know that. But he's gonna stop this guy. Abdullah's definitely gonna stop his opponent. Abdullah's stopping that guy. They got him in there with him. He's tailor made for Abdullah. He took the fight on short notice. The first opponent that he had, I think Abdullah would have stopped him too, but it would have been a better fight. You know, but this guy right here, Abdullah, is gonna steamroll him. Yeah, Malik, do you have any bets? If you have any bets, put them in the chat. Malik requires 10% too. I will negotiate that for you. You know, Malik is a great guy that calls fights as well. But those are the 2 ones that I'm giving out. Abdullah Mason stoppage. Well, you can't bet the stoppage, but this bet the fight doesn't go the distance. And Jahi Tucker stoppage. You make some money, man. If you make some money, man, like I said, just come over here, hit me with a super chat, or hit the cash app. Those are winners right there. The specific round, I don't know. I can't give that out. Because Jahi might go out there and turn up on dude early. Me personally, I would like for Jahi to get him out of there like 9-10, right? As I was telling y'all yesterday, 9-10 is 1,000. So if you put up $100, man. If you put up $100, man, that's what I want right there. But he might not. Jahi might get him out of there before then. So I'm not, So what I do is I just stretch it out. I might put 10 here, 10 there, or 25 here, 25 there. That's how I do it. All right. Oh yeah. Y'all clip is good, man. It's up. I told you they watch our work over here, man. They be claiming they don't, cause my shit is shadow banned. But you'd be surprised at people that talk about it, right? I remixed that one nice. Those are good clips, man. With the grease in the eye. I really was gonna put it out with I was gonna use the what's the name? The clip from I was gonna put that clip on there, right? From Paid in Full. Where he said, man, open the motherfucker safe, man. He said, I got blood in my eye. I was gonna throw that clip on there, but I probably would have got a copyright strike. They would have gave me a copyright strike because that's a movie clip, and I forget the parent company that they would have flagged the the content, because that's their. I think it's DreamWorks. I think it's DreamWorks, whatever film company that is. But that's how I wanted to use that when after the clip when Malik was like said whatever and Gumbo was like Jello gelatin grease. I was gonna throw that clip on there. It was like I got fucking blood in my eye. But they would have flagged the video, man. Cause that would have won perfect with that, man. That would have won perfect. But yeah, that was a good dialect that day, man. Y'all was going at it, man. Good content, man. You know? Good content, man. But yeah, Jihad's gonna step on this dude, man. He got something to prove, man. They disrespected Jihad right now. You know?
We think that she's older than what she is, which is part of the scam.
Hold on, my fault, man. I'm in the car. I'm listening to Joe Budden's podcast. Hold on, let me cut that off. But yeah, salute to you. I heard you, man. Tucker fight tonight. He fight today.
Yeah.
Come on, I need the inside scoop, man. I'm ready to put the money on it, man. What we looking like tonight, man?
Yeah, he's stopping him. It's the stoppage.
Hold on, let me get to it. Hold on.
Yeah, Jihad's gonna step on him tonight, man. You heard it here first.
Ooh.
He's gonna step on him. Like we say up here, he's gonna slime him.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You got me hype, man.
Yeah, now he's gonna slime him. He's gonna make a statement tonight.
Oh man!
It's never personal, only business. It's just business.
Yes. The young phenom is gonna. He said, "Stop him! I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna take something else, man."
Yeah, he's gonna step on him. He got
I'm gonna ride with him. I'm win or loss, man. You know how that goes.
He's gonna step on him, man. He got a chip on his shoulder. He feels some type of way. They did not promote him or market him this whole week. You know, he's feeling some type of way, man.
Isn't he under Top Rank?
Yes. He was not in the press conference on Thursday.
What?
There really wasn't no post about him, nothing. So, you know, we gotta get some straightening. We gotta get some understanding. And unfortunately, Troy Williamson, you're gonna be the understanding tonight, man. It's never personal, only business.
So Mr. Troy Williams is gonna pay for what Top Rank is doing to Top Rank, basically.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not good, but we're gonna get some straightening. After he steps on this guy tonight, they know what's up. But they already know what's up because when they put out Tucker clips, they go viral.
Right. I actually was watching. I've been watching some of Tucker clips. I like Tucker, but I'm gonna be honest, because I watch boxing, man, and he takes a lot of hits though.
Yeah, if you think so, I don't know, man. Yo, the one fight with what was that? The Russian guy.
The Russian guy, right.
That's the only fight, really.
Okay, all right. So you might be right.
That's what they always show. You know that, right?
Okay.
If you pay attention to Top Rank, that's all they always show. Because they always be like, "Oh, he got a dog in him," but they don't show when the dude upstate in November where he was just slipping and dipping and beating the shit out of dude. They don't show the one in Canada where he was slipping and dipping and all that. They just like to show that one because it was that's what sells, I guess, man.
Well, he's definitely a dog, man. I watched him. I watched that one, and I watched the other one too. I think I watched two of them.
They like to show that one, and they like to show the one with Francisco Verno. Right? They love those are the fights they love to show at Jihad.
Okay.
They don't like to show what's the dude that we stopped with the body shot in the bubble?
Oh,
when we hit him with the Hannibal Lecter, they don't show that, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. And I just really felt bad. I let them do what they do because when I talk my shit, it's like I'm being overly aggressive. So I just be like, all right, do what you do. Well, why they don't show those highlights?
Where was the fight? Is it in Vegas?
Vegas, yeah, at the Palms, man. A little shoebox.
You're not heading out there?
Nah. It's too much bullshit, man.
Too much bullshit going on. Yeah.
Too much bull. I'm not an industry guy, man.
Yeah.
I don't. If I'm not in the industry mood, I can't be around industry people.
Man, I feel it, man.
You know, I'm
I
not.
feel it.
I talk my mind. I'm not gonna
Right,
go in
right,
there and say, you know, I'm gonna ask the wrong questions or I'm gonna say the wrong things. I'm
right,
gonna
correct.
I'm gonna be like Bamboo and Strap. I'm gonna be like, yo, man, that ain't the same
Right,
sandwich.
right. Now, I get it, man. You're not a you're not kissing no ass. You're not bending over. You're not. Yeah, I get it, man. And that's that. You gotta stand. You gotta how they say it. Stand for something, or how they say that. You gotta
Or
stand for
four for
something.
nothing. Or four
Fall
for
for
nothing.
nothing, man.
That's right.
Right. I get it, man, and man, you. But I'm definitely gonna put the stoppage, man. I'm
Yeah. Now he's gonna stop, dude. He got something to prove, man. I'm gonna tell you the only way he don't stop, dude. Right? If they do like how they did when we fought at the Hula Theater, where he beat the brakes off of my man when he hit him with the eight straight uppercuts, and the ref didn't want to wave the fight off. And shout out to my man. What's his name? He hasn't fought since, man. I hope he's okay, man. Cause they were supposed to stop that fight, man. They let
it
dude
is
take unnecessary punishment, man.
unnecessary. Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like the only
Let
reason,
me ask you a question. You've been in the game for a long time, right?
yeah.
So let me. When they do that, when the refs do that, do you think it's something behind that?
Yeah. Like, yo, see, that guy that we went the distance with, Xander did not stop him, right? So how would that look if Jihad stopped him? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Uh,
Good.
how would that look? You know what I'm saying? That's how they be on it. Like, if a guy goes the distance with certain fighters that already got that push,
Right.
and then a guy who's really not getting pushed goes in there and steps on him, it don't look good.
Right. But I see a lot of refs do that. They let these fighters take unnecessary.
Punishment, yeah. Because a lot of times the refs be grimy. They look at the corner like, yo, man, this is your fighter, man. Throw in the towel.
Just like the I don't like to keep going back to that fight, but the I don't like to keep going back to that fight, but I'm gonna go back to the Ryan and the Devin for they should have
Oh yeah,
stopped
that
that
was
fight.
bad. Yeah, Bill probably was in a state of shock, man. Bill was in
Right.
shock, man. He wasn't expecting Dev to get beat up like that. He was off discombobulated over there in the corner, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I was watching that fight and that shit had me shocked. I just was like,
Yo, everybody's shocked, man.
that
Yeah,
was like a,
the funny shit to me is watching Blue Bloods. He did the fight party. Right?
you see this live?
Yeah, he did the fight party. So when you watching his fight party and you watching the fight and you like you know the dudes that when it's a fighter that they can't say nothing wrong
They
for.
can't say that wrong, right?
And the niggas start getting Molly off the drop. They don't even know what to say. He was just like, oh man, he just couldn't even talk. It's like, yo, dude, call the fight, man.
He said, "Oh man, Ryan." He went. He said, "Oh man." He said, "Oh man, Ryan." Ryan put him down, but he was so calm. He was trying to be so calm. He was trying to be so calm
He was
about it.
hurt,
Like,
man.
oh
Yo,
Ryan, he was.
them left hooks was just brutal, bro. I was like, damn. I just wish he wasn't on nothing, man. Cause that shit,
Right, and
man.
right, that saved him, bro.
Yeah, that
That
shit got
shit,
these niggas like, not looking at the technique. Like, yo, it was the technique, man. That shit
that,
was technique.
bro. And you know what hurt him? He was in there trolling him. He was in there trolling Devin too, playing with him.
Yeah, it was just bad. Remember, he was gonna kill Ryan.
Yeah,
And ended up getting beat up, man. That shit was bad, man. He was like, yo, I'm gonna kill you. Ryan went in there, popped your top off, man.
popped
Yeah,
your top off,
Ryan
man.
broke his jaw, man. Ryan broke
Oh
his jaw.
his face his face still ain't right.
Yeah. We gotta see how he
Yeah,
comes back, man. Like when you take a beating like that, man,
Mentally, your mental is fucked up.
Yeah, he's fighting next month, man.
Man,
They just sent me the credentials and all that shit for that shit, man. I don't want to
how was
cover.
looking? How was looking?
I put in for it, but I don't want to cover that shit, man.
Come out there. I'm gonna come out, man. Come out there, man. Let the real ones come out, man. We see some of these
Yo, but
suckers out there.
there's no audience, man. It's like, come on, that shit is a spectacle, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Yeah,
I want to catch. I want to catch the
they
Man,
should have
what's the
had
guy?
that.
What's the?
Yeah, they should at least have that shit at the Hula Theater or something. Like, in the middle of Times Square.
I want to catch the what's the Haney lover guy, the bald headed old 781 778 718.
He don't come outside.
I want to catch him so bad,
Yeah,
bro.
them niggas do not come outside. Yeah, they came outside for the Ryan Garcia fight. It was the Ringler Brothers Soul Brothers Circus. It was they bought normally the Soul Brothers Circus comes through Queens and Brooklyn like May, they came through early last year, man.
I want to catch him so bad, man. I just want to slap him beside his head, that bald head, man.
Man, he could barely move, man.
That
He's
it
big.
is.
He's big and overweight, man. He always talking about he got security and bodyguards. You got a bodyguard for what? Who are you, nigga? Like these niggas.
You see them in real life?
Yeah, he was at the fights. They was all out there. They was all there. They was at the Ryan Garcia's. They bought the circus to town.
Okay. Because I told you I ran into Blue Blood, but your man Blue Blood, he's not physically right either. I think it's something wrong with him, like his
he
body
got
structure.
nah. All jokes aside, Blue used to play football. Blue got early that shit that Ali got.
Okay. So why he be talking like that then?
Yeah, he played football. He got that Parkinson's type shit. That's why when he gets real riled up, if you get Blue riled up, he starts shaking and shit. You ever see him? Like, if somebody's posing with his shit, he gets to shake.
I ain't fuck with you, man. You crazy?
Nah, that ass. I'm serious. That's why I leave Blue alone, man.
Okay.
Yeah, like Blue.
I seen him. I caught him in traffic on 34th Street. Right.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of Fool's Gold jewelry on, mad gold on. And I caught him.
I ain't gonna let you do Blue shit is real. Blue get a little bit of money, man. Blue shit is real, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not a hater or nothing, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that shit looked crazy, man.
Yeah, listen, hold on. Yeah, I know when I cover fights with him, at the Barclays and Madison Square Garden, he had on real jewelry. I ain't gonna do him like
all right,
that.
so it probably was. I don't know,
maybe, like I said, maybe he has switched up because he do be on his Mr. T now.
That's what it was. He had a lot it was a lot of shit.
He be right. When I seen him, he ain't have one bad shit like that. But times have changed. So
he had you ever seen Mayweather, the big Mayweather Cuban?
Yeah, he had one of those.
He had one of those on.
Damn, I don't know, man. I'm just, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to go like that, man. I don't want to do
Blue, man. Salute the Blue, man.
Yeah.
Cinco.
I know when we was at the Barclays and the Hula Theater, he ain't have his shit was legit.
Oh,
so
okay.
I ain't gonna do him like that. But it's some of his stories and his thumbnails, that's Blue, man. Blue gonna do what he do, man. He gonna do what he do.
Okay. What happened yesterday? They had you fired up yesterday, man. You was on.
Yeah,
I came in and out.
Yeah, they sent the troll over here, man. Nigga came over here talking some old dumb shit, man. I didn't go to the gym last night, so I was on one. If I would have went to the gym and got that shit up out of me, I would have been able to deal with that shit. But I was like, yo, bro, get up out of here, man. I'll punch you in your face, man.
Yeah, I like that. I came in and out, but I liked that. You had me dying, man.
Yeah, man. Dude, yeah. We were. I forget. I was talking to Clarence. and we was talking about because Clarence had an incident in front of the Prudential Center. He was about to fight. Him and the dude, they had like a little altercation over some shit. And he was about to fight, and I was telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, the police is right there. Don't even do it. They watching y'all. They want y'all to crash out. And they're gonna come over and lock y'all up. They just watching y'all.
Watching, right.
You know what I'm saying? They sitting right there laughing, like, all right, whoever throws the first punch, we're gonna lock them up. So I'm like, yo, bro, don't even crash out. You if it's really like that, go around the corner. Go walk up
around the corner, right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do it right here because they watching y'all. They want y'all to pop off. And then you're gonna get locked up in Newark. You live in the Bronx. I don't know where this nigga live at, but that's not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the dude jumped in here and said some old bad shit, dumb shit. I was like, man, I'll smack this shit out of you, boy. I will slap your face off if we was in the same what's name. You popped off like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you jumping in the chat with some old dumb shit. But that's YouTube though, man. YouTube be like that, man. I had to learn that, man. But yo, let me ask you this, Malik. I see you're super excited. Your boys are back, man. The Charlos and Caleb Plant. Yo, Gumbo, if you available, click the link too, Gumbo. I know CW is West Coast time, so CW. Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock over there. CW's probably still sleeping. Oh man. Yo, I'm on the podcast. What's up?
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm on the podcast. What's going on?
I saw some content on Jahi there.
Yeah, he's up. He's ready, man. He's gonna get the stoppage tonight, man. You on the podcast? Hopefully, he gets the stoppage early, and you know, we go on from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you coming down to the gym in a little bit or no?
No, not today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there in a little bit before the rain. It's gonna rain. I'm about to head. Yeah, I'm about to head down there in about an hour. Get a little exercise in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might come down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little exercise in. You know, because it's gonna rain later. It's gonna rain a little bit. You know, I wanna, you know, do a little bit of cardio and stuff. Move around a little bit.
Okay, all right, that's good.
You know, it'd be nice and empty too on the weekends. Not too many people in there, so we can move around a little bit. You know, during the week, I don't really like to get in the way of the kids. I like to let the kids rock.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
It's a good thing there.
Yeah.
Maybe Percy be there, maybe?
Nah, remember they're the Jehovah's Witnesses, so it's the Sabbath for them.
Oh, they're Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, he's a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a Jehovah's Witness. I don't think he's gonna be there today. He might. Sometimes the money's there on Saturday, but Broadway will be down there. You know, Broadway will be there.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, yeah, come. I'm about to go down right now. I'm about to wrap up the live. Go down.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, like 10. I'm gonna go down there like 10 o'clock.
I might be here, man. I don't know.
All right.
All right, I'll talk to you.
All right. Joe, Genie, Malik, you here? Malik is getting to the motion. He's working. But yeah, we have Charlo brothers are coming back, man. I wanted to get your take on that, Malik. I see yesterday you was in the chat. The PBC is back, man. The PBC is back. Oh man,
You the best. Hello.
Yeah. The PBC is back. I wanted to get your
Oh,
take on
so
that.
yeah, before, hold on, because this is what I came up. I wasn't gonna let you leave before you gave your take on PVC, man. I
I,
heard.
I, I'm not excited. It is what it is. I'm glad they're doing something, but it's like, yeah, these guys are old, man. I can't. Yo, now if it was Charlo and Caleb Plant, I'll be more excited. But they both fighting guys. They both fighting guys. That's like, all right, why are you fighting these guys?
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Who's washed up and old?
Oh man, come on. The Charlo brothers are washed up, bro, and old, man. Look, these guys, we ain't seen more since he fought what's his name? That was about a year, almost a year ago, maybe over a year. Mel, we ain't seen Mel in damn near like 2 years, man. These
But
guys are
can
these
I ask you
guys are
this?
these guys are inactive, man. It's like, come
You
on.
That's correct. Can I ask
Yeah,
you this though? Who who is dominant in 154?
yeah, I put Mel in there with Charles Conwell right now. I don't think Mel can fuck with him.
Mm,
I don't think he can fuck with him
mm.
right now. I don't
Conwell,
think.
Conwell's he's an animal, man. He's an animal, man.
Yeah, I don't think he can fuck with him, right? And that's what I'm on right now. I'm like, and I'm not taking nothing away from Mel. Mel, like you said, Mel reigns supreme, but he left. Like nigga, you left. You been gone. Like you know what I'm saying? You bounced, man. You
So
know these
You don't think there's levels to this shit though?
yo Charles Conwell is an Olympian. He's an elite fighter.
Yes.
He's Jamel Charlo in his prime. Jamel's not in his prime no more to me, man. I think Charles Conwell will give him everything he needs right now. Mel has
Mm,
been inactive for 2 years. He's on the back nine of his career. That young boy will whoop on him right now, man.
mm,
You know, I think the safest fight for Mel, and this
mm.
and this is a dangerous fight for him too, is Sebastian Fondora. Because I think, styles
Oh
make
no.
fight. I think Mel
He,
land some wild shit because Mel throws a lot of wild punches. And I
mm-hmm.
think one of the wild shits will land on Fontoura and he'll clip him. But
Mm-hmm.
Charles Conwell is an African warrior like him, young, that gets busy. It'd be a bad look for him. But I think, and this ain't a black Spanish thing, but I just think Mel will get in there and throw some more wild lion Hayugan hook type shit, and it'll clip Fondora. You know, he'll clip him. Brian Mendoza gave the recipe. You can land one of them shits on Fondora, and Fondora sit down.
What they call him, the Tower Inferno?
Yeah, Tower Inferno.
The
And you see,
Tower Inferno.
yeah, like you said, respectfully, it's levels. That's why he smoked Cordell Booker, because there's levels.
Right.
Cordell Booker wasn't on that level, but Jamel Charlo was different. Um, Charles Conwell is different. He wouldn't do that to those guys, man. He wouldn't do
So
that
you
to those.
so I'm hearing this from you now. So you're saying if this was to happen, if 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 your man get in a ring with Mel, you saying that he's going to beat him,
Yeah,
correct?
I think Mel could beat Honduras.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
call you,
no.
I'm gonna call you back. I'm on the podcast. I think Mel could beat him. Hold on, we got Gumbo. Let's get Gumbo up in here. Gumbo out here exercising. I see you, big dog.
Gumbo, then you say you going to sleep, bro? Oh no, he said. I thought he says.
Gumbo out here exercising. There you go.
Yeah.
Gumbo, what's
I'm
going
out here
on, man?
getting it, bro.
I see you, man. Gumbo done dropped down to 240, man.
I
He's a
like
lean,
that.
mean
Now look at
fighting
him. Look at him,
machine.
man. Look at him, man.
Yeah. He's a lean, mean fighting machine right now.
Working, man. Working, man. Working, man.
You know, bro, I'm grinding, bro, at the house. I'm in the country. You see what I'm saying?
I love it, man. Look at that land. I love that. That's beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
Gumbo get busy.
Press the click, press the link, brother.
Yeah, I see you. We see you out there getting to that motion. That's right. Health is wealth.
Yes.
Yeah, your audio's kind of in and out, though, Gumbo.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, hear you now.
Yeah, I'm turning so I can get away from that wind. I understand. Yeah, the wind is too bad.
Okay.
I just
Gumbo,
want.
Gumbo.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. I
All
hear
right,
you.
all right.
Yeah, the wind is high because the storm is coming. But man, leave Mel away yet. Mel can't beat Charles Conwell. Some, you know what the best fight for Mel right now? It
Yeah.
ain't him and Spence fight because they're two broken cars trying to get to the gas station.
Yo, Malik. Yo, you gotta get out of Malik.
Well, my fault. I cut off. What you said?
Oh man, Gumbo, say that again, man. He didn't hear that.
Jamel needs to fight Spence. They are two broken cars trying to get to the gas station.
I
Yeah,
guess Gumbo. I don't know, man. I don't
Malik, you
know,
can
bro.
respond to that, man. See, I forgot how.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Gumbo. You just up here saying anything, brother. You working out, you should have a clear mind and a good vibes when you coming up here just saying anything, brother.
Malik, I'm just saying.
Let me ask you a
Jam-
question. Let me. How is Mel a broken car? Can you answer me that?
okay, he's not physically broken, right? He's mentally broken. Why he been gone for 2 years, bro?
I have no idea, man. But you can't
I'd
take you
rather
can't
be.
take nothing against you can't take nothing from that man.
He was the man. Okay, listen to this, right? Listen to this, and I'm gonna get off because the wind, and I don't want to mess up Shaw's live.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead,
Listen to
bro.
this. I've been studying a lot and trying to get wisdom, bro. Listen to this. He was the king on the throne, right?
Yes.
When king abandons his throne, then somebody else takes the throne, and then all of a sudden you still the king. Wait, look, he been gone too long, bro.
Well, you're right, but I'm gonna make this point to you too, right? He has a point. You're right, but then he has a point because nobody have beat him in that weight class, and he got all the belts in that weight class. Um, he did go
Have
up,
and have and had is two different things, bro.
but nobody have beat him out in 154 though.
Sure, what that clip you used to have? Who dropped the clip you dropped with old boy talking about? I mean, I want to hear about what you used to be, nigga. You broke down now, bro. You used to be niggas, man. I ain't nothing about what used to be, nigga, bro.
So
That's
let
a
me ask you,
fact, though.
let me ask you this, right?
That's a
Now, if
fact.
he comes back and he stands on business, what you want to say?
If was the fifth, I'd be drunk.
Well,
I'll be
he's
waiting.
fighting. Well, he's fighting in what? When he's fighting
They
June,
fighting in May
May
31st.
May 31st. That's his first fight back. PBC. Al Heyman. How do you feel about that, Gumbo?
Professional bum champions. I don't know. I will see.
Morning, morning. Wow, professional bum champions. Wow, Gumbo.
Oh
That's
man.
not Gumbo. That's not a good thing to call a professional fighter a bum, man. I felt that's kind of like crazy though, man.
Everybody else call them monkeys. So what's the difference?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't heard nobody call him a bum though. Cause me personally, I wouldn't call a professional fighter a bum, man. That's kind of like you know, and
Yeah,
and and and
yo, Gumbo, one more time, man. Give me that. That was a great breakdown about Earl Spence and Charlo, because I need that for the clip.
now we
Well,
ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We
Earl,
ain't doing that.
Earl Spence need to fight Charlo. There
okay.
are two broken cars trying to get to the gas station.
Right, I got it now. Two broken cars trying to get that classic right there. That is that gumbo sauce right there.
Trying to get gas money from.
And and
Oh,
and I'm not gonna lie, man. And I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if y'all seen EJ tweet that he tweeted yesterday, man. He on y'all YouTubers neck, man. He
Yeah,
said y'all putting out false narratives. I don't know who he's talking about.
he's
They
yeah,
say,
he's talking about all those bloggers in Texas that said he got locked up at the airport, man.
but your man Blue put it out.
Yeah, Blue does what he does, though, man. That was Blue twisting the thumbnail. He's the thumbnail king. That gets clickbaits by him doing that.
And I'm gonna be real, man. I'm hearing through the grapevine that EJ might come back and fight Ortiz, man. And I think he could beat Ortiz. You know?
Ortiz gonna sleep. Ortiz
Virgil Ortiz.
Yes, correct.
can't stop. He can't stop Earl.
Oh, these
He
are
can't
yeah,
stop Earl, bro.
man. Yo, EJ needs to just chill, man. I'm not.
Everybody's not Crawford, man.
Hey,
It's
he
not.
will make.
I don't think it's about being Crawford. It's just like, yo, he's another
One,
dude.
one,
Like, I'm not gonna do him how Gumbo did, but this guy's been, his carburetor been sitting up, and he ain't really been out there on the road, man. So he can't
Okay,
just jump in the plane and hit 60 in 3.5. It might take him about 10.8 to get to 60, man. He needs to just chill, man.
But
hey, Malik, I'm gonna take the bum back, right?
yes,
PBC, professional broken champion, because all of them broken, bro. Wilder, EJ, the two Charlos.
Yeah.
Um, they only got one legitimate champion, bro. Tank.
they got the
If Tank leave, what PBC
They
got?
got the Mexican monster, brother.
Now that
Man,
right
let's
there
go.
is respectable. Premier broken champion. That's
You heard what the Mexican monster said. I love Al. You heard what he said? I love Al.
Listen. He can't. Hey, in a real fight, I don't care what they said about this spawn, because they said Brian Norman did Crawford submit spawn and Crawford went and stopped Porter, right?
That's not it.
He fucking around and he get in the ring with Bivol. He's getting beat up. His power don't carry, bro. He gets in there with better be. They'll count forward. One of them gonna break, and it ain't gonna be better be it, bro.
interesting.
Because
Interesting.
there gonna be two trucks coming. They're gonna be 18 wheeler against a Chevy truck, and guess who gonna win?
That 18 wheeler. That that
It
that
better be is the 18 wheeler, bro.
that Chevy's gonna be on the side of the road somewhere, man. Waiting for a tow. That Chevy's gonna be waiting for that tow, man.
Listen, Benavidez fight Obar again, the one he just fought.
Yeah.
Give him two more fights, he'll beat Benavidez, bro. I
Yeah.
think so.
I just think like the record, man. When those guys go against the other guys on the other side of the street, man, it never turns out right, man. It'd be a different outcome, man. It's always a different outcome, man. Like I don't know what it is, man. I think the matchmaking over there is a little different. And then when they fight like top ranked guys,
Spence said, "Oh, Walter, he match you very well." So when they match, so Spence, explain what kind of match that was when he beat the shit out of you. Since
man,
they match him very well.
yeah, they I
Come
think
on,
they
bro.
I think they like 27-4, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the numbers is just crazy, man. It's like 26-4, 20 or like 27-4. They just be catching L's, man. They catch
So
L's.
yeah, I'm back, man. So I was saying the Mexican monster, man. He's the workhorse for PBC. You heard what he said. He would never leave Al. I would never leave Al.
Yeah,
Did
well,
you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Okay.
He sounds like
I know you
he
hear
said
everything else.
yeah, no, I heard that he sounds like all the rest of them. I think that's in their contract, man.
Yo,
I said they contract, man. They gotta say that, man. You know that. That's why you laughing. You know what your uncle be putting in that
Now,
paperwork, man.
what
You
he
got to
what he what the guy said that when he was fighting when after the fight was over? What's his name, bro?
Johnny, what's his name?
What he
Johnny, damn, I forget that dude's name. But yeah, Al changed his life, but he ain't had a fight since. Yeah, he ain't had a fight since. Look at Wilder. Wilder was an Al guy. Al got Wilder out there in Wichita, Kansas right now, man. Look at Adrian Broner, man. Adrian Broner was an Al guy.
Yes,
Adrian
yes.
Broner's name was coming up in court documents for loaded dice, man.
I
And he
heard
was
that. I heard that, man. I heard
he was
that.
getting that Al money then, man, with loaded dice. Remember
Yeah,
that was the
man.
BBC heydays, man.
Yes, yes. I always thought Africa was with PBC too.
He was. He used to be with Mayweather Promotions. They dropped him.
Oh, okay, okay. Now he's a champion.
Yeah, with Matchroom. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. But Gumbo, yeah, man, Gumbo. May, I think May 31st. Mel would be in the ring, man. Him and Plant is they the headliners on a card. So watch it, man.
They
You want
setting
you
him
want
up for that fight. But
you
I
want me
wish
to
they
send
would
you
have
the
just
link?
came out and fought, man. I wish they would have those two would have lined it up that night,
Nah, they
man.
can't. You can't just throw him. He's not EJ, man. He takes tune-ups. EJ don't take the tune-ups, but yeah, you can't.
So,
Don't throw him in there with Plant.
I'm glad
That's
I'm glad you admitted that
yeah,
Mel needed a tune up. I'm glad.
yeah.
More,
I
more.
ain't gonna lie. Don't Plant. People sleep on Plant is an animal, man.
Yeah.
He's a workhorse.
But look, the build up is
Hey,
good.
Plant stopping Maul.
Man.
Oh wow, you disrespectful, bro. You disrespectful, bro. I
Yeah.
I ain't-
Go
I ain't
bringing
gonna
that
lie, man.
heat. Go
Plant can't sit. Plant can't sit with Maul. Oh man,
Yo,
hold on.
Gumbo bringing that heat, man. Gumbo
Oh,
ain't from
okay, I'm gonna tell you this, right? We like talking about who people fought, blah blah blah. Plant fought Canelo. Plant fought Benavidez. Who in the hell Maul fought? I'll wait.
Oh, God, yo, Malik, you got the floor, man. Come on, Malik. He's throwing fire at you, Malik.
You said what?
He said plant for Canelo,
He fought
plant,
Canelo too.
plant for David Benavidez. He said, who has more for it? More.
Oh, Maul. I said Mel, bro. I said Mel. What you talking about? I said Mel, man.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Maul got a better
Oh,
Maul got a better resume.
man. Then who? Maul
Both
got a
of them,
better resume than who?
huh?
Maul got a better resume than who? Not Plant. Not Canelo. Not Benavidez. Who you talking about?
No. I 8-11 right there. I said the Maul brothers got it. Both of them got a better record than Plant. That's what I said.
He said
So you
better.
got you got put both of them together. So you
No,
got
no.
so
I
you
said
talking about you
either
trying
or.
to
You could pick either or. And
no, bro, no.
and they both they
I
both
said
and they both
Maul.
have more belts.
Maul only had one. He been holding on to one belt. He had that belt hostage, bro. What you talking about?
How many belts Plant had?
Oh, man.
How many belts
About
Plant
two-time
had?
champ.
Huh?
He had the IBF. He had one. He fought
Yeah.
better competition.
Okay. So who record is better though?
Maul fought in what 13 years?
Yeah, more.
What?
I think more was still undefeated, right?
Yes.
He's still
Absolutely.
undefeated. Moore's the undefeated
Yes.
fighter.
And
He's
Mel
still
Mel lost one
undefeated.
time. He lost to Canelo. So they
Yeah,
they 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 they,
Mel
they
got one
No,
loss.
Mel
One
lost
loss and one
twice.
draw.
Mel lost twice.
no you didn't. No you didn't.
Yeah, he got two losses. He got a loss
No, you're right.
to
You're right.
Tony
You're right.
Harris.
You're right. You're
He
right.
got
You're right.
he
You're
got
right.
two
You're right.
losses
You're
in
right.
the draw.
You're right. Cause
Yeah,
he doubled back. He doubled back on that, right? He doubled back and beat him, right?
yeah, he got two losses in the draw.
And he got a draw with old ball and had to come double back on that one too.
Yeah.
Then he actually lost. Hell out of here, bro.
And what's
Mel's supposed to have three losses.
and what's the name?
Mel's supposed to have three losses.
Listen,
Man, man.
Who Mel fought and had to come back and rematch him to get the belt back?
Oh, Tony Harrison, and then he had to
And
do it with
somebody else.
Brian Castano because they had the draw. That's when
Please have the first
that's when they
time, bro.
became undisputed. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
I'm a fan of boxing, not boxers, bro.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And for whoever back in money, back in money. Listen, I'm a business owner in that. Whoever, take it however you want. Back in money? No, I want to get paid up front. That back in money. That means you owe me. That you might pay me. When I pull loans as a business owner, I want my money up front.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm back. I'm back, man. I'm back. I'm back. What you was saying now? Yeah, but look at me personally. The Charlo brothers, man. They good. They great fighters, man. And Maul is definitely better than Plant for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Maul is definitely better than Plant for sure.
man. He said more is better than playing.
What do you think?
Uh I think Plant might give him problems, man. If we go off of styles, Plant he's smooth. The thing with Maul, um, with Plant, he runs out of gas. It's his gas tank. But I think he's gonna give Maul problems, man. He could box, man. He gave both Canelo problems. What's name was too much for him. Um, David Benavidez. But I think Maul, man, he smacked the shit out of him already. I think he's confident. you know,
How you doing, man?
Gary, sure, Benavidez walked through him because Benavidez is really a heavyweight. That's why.
yeah, that's a fact.
But like I said, Gumbo, man, Mexican Monster, he's the workhorse. He's the workhorse for PBC, man. What's up, man? He's the workhorse for PBC, man. He's one of the faces of PBC right now.
Now he ain't one of the he is him and Tate Davis. Those are the young Goliaths right now. That's a fact.
And when Canelo come back, come back
Canelo
around.
ain't, Canelo ain't coming back, man. He's like Bud Crawford. They on their victory laps right now.
Is he? Wait, I think Al still got business with him. I think. Yeah, I think Al still got. I gotta call Uncle Al and see what's
He
going
gonna
on with
now
that.
he gonna Canelo is Thanos. He's gonna
Hey,
bleed
sure,
Turkey and then slide out.
sure. The winner's high show. Come get all that land, bro. They got some land for you to sell. Out here, bro.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. That's living right there.
Look,
That's
bro.
that's living right there. You can set up. I can set up my dog kennels, all of that, man. That's
Hey, look,
living.
Shaw. Let's say we country ball, but look, they got some nice houses out here.
Yeah, I know. Look how big that yard is right there. That's living. That's all they property. That's what I be talking about. And they be getting mad when I say shit like that. When I be like, man, you niggas is poor. Right? They get mad. When I be like, yeah, when I be like, go get your boys, boy. They be getting mad. Like, man, that's how my grandfather had it, man. He had land. Like, yeah, we got land, man. That's his land right there, man. Motherfucker football field in front of your front yard, man. That's property, man. When you got a football field like that, man. Oh man, Joe Dini is back. Joe, what's up? We still on the podcast, rocking and rolling.
Okay, yeah, I'm in to the gym.
All right, you coming down? I'm coming down there too. I'm about to get my coffee, and I'm pulling up to the gym too.
All right, I'll see you down there.
All right,
All right.
later. That's Joe Dini. Joe's gonna be at the gym. Let me charge my devices up. Maybe I'll give y'all a live stream at the gym. Oh yeah, I gotta charge this joint up. This joke up. Are y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, I'm about to run down to the gym, man. Y'all give y'all final words, man. I'm gonna edit this up too. I got a timestamp that when Gumbo came in here and said there was two broken cars trying to meet at the gas
All right,
station.
so then, all right. Unc, please, man. Don't put that out there, man. Come on, Unc, man.
Yo, listen, man, it's content. What do you mean it's good stuff, man? I don't
Don't
look,
put,
I don't discriminate, man. That was his opinion, right? Which is a valid opinion, right?
it's
I,
a it's a it's a he it's an opinion, but it's a hateful opinion, you know.
yo, to be
It's coming.
honest,
He don't listen. He doesn't like PBC, man. He doesn't like them guys over there, right? And I know you don't care for them that much either. So I know that's another reason why you putting it up, right?
yo, nah,
Um,
yo, listen, he made a valid point, right? When you think
look, he
about it,
laughing.
right?
Look, he
I
laughing. Look,
thought
he
about what he
laughing. He
said.
laughing. Look,
They are
look,
both
look,
two
look.
broken fighters, right? So I'm not going
Wow.
to discriminate on that, you know. And I like the satire and the whip that he put on it, where they can meet up at the gas station because broken cars go to the shop.
You ain't no good, man. But listen, man. It's content. Content is content, man. And I
Yeah,
get it, man. Content is content, man. But what I am gonna say is, I'm taking Tucker today. I'm gonna take
yeah,
the no the stoppage.
that's
I'm gonna
right.
put a little I'm gonna put a little money on that, man.
Yes,
Where,
that's
where, where can I find the fight at? Where can I
oh ESPN Plus. It's gonna be on ESPN
Okay,
Plus.
okay,
It's starting
okay,
at 5:30. I think Jihad is fighting at like 8 o'clock,
okay.
between 7 and 8.
So that's Vegas time, right? So 8 o'clock
Yeah.
Vegas
No.
time.
It's all time. 5:30 our time.
Okay, 5 Okay,
And
okay,
so he should be fighting around like 7
okay.
to 8. And he's fighting his first 10 rounder, but it ain't gonna
Mm,
go 10.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. You heard that, Gumbo? He said the stoppage, man. I'm taking the stoppage, man. Inside info. You know, let's go, man.
Yeah,
Let's.
Gumbo already bet the stoppers. Gumbo's with the
Mm,
stoppage.
that's it's on FanDuel, right?
Yeah, FanDuel. It's
Okay,
plus
okay.
130. The stoppage is plus
Mm,
130.
okay. Have you spoken to him? How's he feeling? Can you give us a little?
I told you he got something to prove, man. He's gonna
Okay.
step on
And,
something. Or like the
and let me
young boy
tell.
say. The young boy say he's gonna slime him.
He's
He's
going.
gonna
And let me tell you, YouTubers. Let me tell you,
Jihad is
sideline
22.
suckers.
Yeah, my nephew's 22. We used to say step in my day and time, but the young boys say slime. So he's
Slime
gonna
them, slime
slime.
them,
Yeah, he's
slime them.
gonna slime him.
And let me tell you, YouTubers, man, you sideline suckers like Unc say, right? You guys don't have your own fighters, man. You don't have, and you guys are just sitting in your room
That's a fact.
on gaming chairs, on a gaming chair,
The facts.
talking shit on YouTube, man. And Unc,
That's
I
a
ain't gonna lie, you had me dying. You said one of the YouTubers was sleeping in their car at one.
Yeah, man, he was, man. He was down and out, man. Gumbo gave me that info. My man,
Oh,
my man, my
Gumbo,
man,
Gumbo.
my man got evicted out of his spot, man. He was living out of his car. And I was like, yeah, as a grown ass man, that's a bad look, man. How the fuck you living in a car? Like we all go through trials and tribulations in
Nah,
life.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
But at a
You,
certain age, it's like, yo, you ain't
nah,
you,
yeah,
you
that's
ain't
a
putting it
fact.
down on no woman where you could go rest your head at her crib
Right,
for,
right.
nigga. Fuck you
Yeah,
living in the car for, nigga.
right. Unc,
Oh,
and
I
that's
get
and
it.
that's and
You
that's
ain't
the
got no bitches. I get it.
Okay, that's the crazy part. You always supposed to have a little thing around, a little shorty around. You can go to her house or something. This is the crazy part about these YouTuber boxers. They so in tune and telling lies and telling fake stories on you. They not focused on a female. They focus on men fighting
For
and
real.
telling false narratives on these
Yo,
men. You know.
yeah, that's why I call them the He-Man woman haters, man.
But Gumbo, I gotta ask Gumbo. Gumbo, where you get the inside info from?
Gumbo, you heard him?
Hey, first of all,
Where you
I
get
pay
the-
attention to everything. You know how hated I am on
Oh,
Facebook, bro. I'm hated out here, bro.
on Facebook,
They
they
talking
hate.
about what they hate me on Facebook. I'm hated out here, but guess what? Guess what, Malik?
What's
And
up?
then I'm going to run up on Gumbo though. Ain't none of them gonna run up because they will get slammed. Screw you! Screw you! Real talk. Hey,
What's
Malik,
up,
you know
man?
what we say out here? You know what we
Who?
say out here when you run up on somebody?
Who?
Stop say. Stop say.
That's my shit.
Hey, you know what that mean? Run up on me, you'll find out what stop say mean.
That's
That's Haitian. That's a Haitian,
that's what,
right?
that's what I told Buddy last night. I said, yeah, you run down on me, you're gonna see that fire breathing dragon. And then you're gonna say,
Yeah.
oh, I was just playing. He ain't playing though.
Yeah, I
He's
ain't
not
playing.
I'm a hey, I'm a Targaryen, bro.
playing. He's not playing. My dragon breathes fire, man. That's all he knows is fire. Fire.
Right,
I'm
right, right.
Hey, hey, sure, I'm gonna get with you on the bet because I might want to throw that 7-8 and that 9-10 too.
yeah. All right,
How
let me
much?
know.
Hey, how much it is for the two fight parlay? You can't. You think you can throw a 3-fight parlay in there? What?
Yeah. I'll tell you behind the scenes. I don't want to give the three fight away, but yo, hit WCS up too. WCS, me and WCS got a nice good three fight parlay. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna hit big dog up.
yeah, it's plus 550.
I'm gonna put y'all because this is.
Something.
I'm gonna put you on the basketball. I'm gonna put you on the basketball chat, man. The basketball so y'all can and the baseball, man. That's what I do, man. I gamble, man. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
y'all on there, man, so y'all can get a little
yeah.
change,
I've been telling you slide me them joints on the DM, man.
Yeah, I'm a fucking one shot in that
You know,
W.
yeah,
That was
I
crazy.
be fucking with the basketball shits a little bit too. Some of the parlays with like the 20 points, 10 rebounds, shit like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Certain.
put you on the Discord. I'm gonna put you on the Discord, man, for free, man. And do your thing, run it up, man.
All
And
right.
do your thing, man. Get some money, get some motion. That's how you say, right?
Yeah, get
Get
that
some
Hey,
motion.
sure. So y'all got a 550 parlay and y'all left me out, bro. You and WCS, y'all ain't right, bro.
Nah, you didn't get with us last night, man. We just put it in last night. WCS put his joint in last night. A little three joint. It's nice.
Yeah,
Jahi,
send me, who else is fighting tonight? I know
nah,
Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo, right? The
Richard
Tim Zoo.
Richard Toro. Yeah, the top rank card is like 7 fights, but then you got the other top rank card with Janet Beck. You got the other card. You got a DAZN card. You got a Pro Box card in Philly. It's some fights, man. It's some fights.
Uh,
You going to Atlantic City next week?
I might pop out. Yeah, I had Bozy up. I might pop
I
out.
think I'm going, man. My boy want to go, man. I think I'm. The tickets is cheap too. It's
oh,
like 100.
Yeah. The tickets ain't even that expensive. Because they see the good thing about when you go to the casino fights or the casino towns, the tickets are always going to be cheap because they want to bring you in to gamble.
Right,
and Boost fight
right,
next
right.
week.
You know? They
Yeah,
want
he
to.
fight next
Sure.
week. I
Boost fight.
think he fight. Yeah. How you doing? It's next week, right? Right, August
Yeah,
next week.
Atlantic City, Boardwalk Hall. Boardwalk Hall.
Okay. I
Yep.
hope Boost step on him now. Boost, you got to step on him now.
Yeah, because that'll build a fight with him and Brian Norman Jr.
Brian Norman
And
Jr.
our Barrios need to get up that damn belt. Barrios fight Brian Norman Jr. so we can get another undisputed fight.
They might end up fighting now because you see PBC and Top Rank got to work together.
Yeah, Barrios. Yeah,
Come on,
Barrios.
Barrios.
So that fight
Brian
might.
Norman. Hey, Brian Norman Jr. Nice. He just need to keep his head off that center line, bro.
Gumbo, chill. Game is to be sold and not told, man.
But
They watch
Oh
I
this
don't
my
think
bad.
he.
man.
I don't think he can stand there with. He can stand in there with Boost, man.
Chill. Don't give away too much advice, man. This they steal the source from this channel, man. You can't listen, man.
Hey,
Everybody
Boost get
doesn't
him with
know
that
boxing.
motherfucker.
Everybody
Hey,
doesn't
big
know
dog.
boxing, man. They gotta pay
I'm
us
gonna
for
grip
it.
my
They got listen, man. That's
my
consulting
cousin
what
up
we
in the
doing right
field,
now,
bro.
man.
What you
Yeah,
said
sure.
when I first remember when I first started talking to you, I
Yeah.
had what you told me I had to pay a consulting fee.
250, man. You got a consulting fee, man. All right, man.
Hey,
Consulting fee,
sure.
man. Yo, listen, people was laughing at me about that shit, but I can show you fights where my nephew has went in there, and some of the strategies that I talked about were used, man. So
Right.
I be humble with it, man. I be like, yo, I be dead ass, and that's why I be telling y'all, don't
Right.
give out all your information over here, because they're gonna watch this and take it.
No problem. Ah.
Hey, hey, Malik, you talking about Boots do whatever to Brian? Brian Norman got a hell of a jab, bro. And if he brought him with that jab and hit him with that check left hook,
And he got power.
oh,
He got power too, man. He got that power.
let me show you something. Boots throwing combinations in bunches, right? How you stop bunches, bro? You jab with him, bro. You jab with him to offset him, bro. Learn something, bro. My bad, Shaw.
Yeah, you good.
So let me.
I think,
I'm just
yeah,
saying, if they throw a lot of punches, all you to offset it, all you gotta do is throw a jab.
yeah, the jab messed the timing up. Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna get out of here, right? Give me, cause I'll give you one with the tank. So give me one with Tucker. What round you think? Cause I'm gonna put a little money on that too. Um, like a round. Give me a round.
I think 7-8, bro. I think
Mm,
7-8.
Yes,
okay.
7-8 is good because that's 750.
Mm, mm,
We're looking at plus 750.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. All
You
right.
gonna
Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna hit you up in the back end. See that? I mean, Gumbo. Salute, man. Get that working, man.
yeah, appreciate you
Oh, I'm
pulling up
almost
to
done.
make sure.
I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
you in the back end.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate you pulling up, man. Shout out to Malik coming through. I'm definitely using my guy Gumbo's clip. I know Malik didn't want me to use it, but I'm definitely using that. The two broken calls, so be on the lookout for that clip. And we're gonna get down to the gym. I'm gonna get this Joe Dini content going real quick. Get my workout in. Gumbo done motivated me. I'm gonna go down there and get my workout in. But I'm gonna go get a donut first. I'm about to go hit Dunkin' up and go get me a donut. Then I'm gonna work it off. I'm gonna go give me a donut, man. And then go put in a little work at the gym. But Gumbo, close this out, man.
What's going on, man? Shout out to Team Shaw News, because I'm officially Team Shaw News. Keep it up with the motion.
That's right.
Content creators that's always sitting on your chat screaming, give me the super chats and blah, blah, blah. But I ain't got no motion. I'm out.
Yes. You do have options. Salute to the guys today. That was 2 hours of substance. Now we're gonna go to the gym and give y'all some more substance. But before I close out, man, let me hit my guys up and thank them real quick for being a part of the motion. Um, hit these guys up, man. Real quick, man. There was two of them, so we're gonna do five apiece, man. Yes, hold on. I just want to put that out there for my guys. I appreciate them pulling up. You know? Yeah, so we're going to close out the show with the super chat for the guys, man. Put that on the screen so y'all can see that. You see what it says, man. I want to thank them for pulling up and delivering this substance, because this gets all of the jealous fan zone guys that secretly sit around with no motion. So once again, I want to say salute to Gumbo and Malik for dropping that substance on the Source Experience. Shanewz Boxing, Motion Talk, Media Marketing Management, Consultant Services, Mr. 10%, no jealous fan zone. You do have options, man. But this is the Source Experience. How are we looking now? It's content, right? It's cool when they do it, and a problem when I do. You want my spot flash? Yeah, it is. But yes, I appreciate y'all, man. Good looking. I'm about to go down to the gym, but before I go to the gym, I'm going to go get me a donut because I'm going to work it off. And I'm going to get some content with Joe Dini. Have Joe Dini dropping a little bit of content. But be on the lookout for them clips. I'm going to put those clips out because Gumbo dropped the heat, man. Man, he said Earl Spence and Jamel Charlo need to fight. They are two broken cars needing to pull up to the gas station. And y'all going to try to run with his source. But that was definitely his source, man. But this is the Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get somebody to close out and say that for me online real quick. Because I always say it. Because I'm going to pull up to the gym. But shout out to Jahi, man. You know the mission tonight, man.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Seek and destroy. You know the vibes. Yeehaw!
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Helua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.